Okay, Grand Theft Auto 6. We're going to do the introduction, the development, the story, the gameplay, and the conclusion. Now, here I'm going to talk about Grand Theft Auto 6 and how it eventually got made. The development in 2013 to 18 followed GTA 5's launch. The Skeleton Crew constructed a barely brainstorming concept mapping. A vast majority of Rockstar's worldwide studios were locked on to finish Red Dead Redemption 2. 2018 to 2020, a full-time development began in earnest on Red Dead Redemption 2 ship. Former environmental artists confirmed moving directly to GTA 6 in 2018. Script was finalized, casting a recommended, and tech prototypes were built. 2023, the game was entered a heavy production. The global pandemic industry disrupted workflows as the developer to remote work. Tech teams completely overhauled the property of Rage Engine to build exclusively for current generation consoles. To achieve maximum optimization, Rockstar delayed the game twice. First from its original 2015 reveal to May 26, and finally to November 19th, 2026, with the PC and Switch 2 versions coming later, so that way those two versions can be just as good as the PS5 and Series X versions as well. Now, hold on. The story. What the heck? The exciting game begins with Lucer being released early from prison in strict parole. Sporting as a main charting ankle monitor, Jason picks her up. She's determined to take control of her future, chase the good life with her family always wanted. Urzi's score gone wrong. Looking for a fast breakthrough, the couple lines to pull off a seemingly straightforward heist. The job goes disastrously wrong, explaining entangling this of the massive right-span criminal conspiracy, making them high-profile fugitives. The core narrative engine is how they handle the growing atrocity. Jason is a practical criminal, prefers to stay low profile, small time, comfortable operating under radar. In the smaller regions outside the U-City Luke area, conversely, wants to break through the ceiling, pushing them to risk everything for multi-billion-dollar scores in the heart of Vice City. Every heist becomes a real-time manifestation of this ideological argument. Unlike previous games defined by betrayal, Jason and Lucy rely entirely on each other to survive the law, rival cartels, and corrupt local authority reavers. The gameplay has players that can no longer carry massive invisible arsenal, can unlawfully hold 6 weapons alongside your personal melee item. Large guns might be actively grand, just swapped with your vehicle's trunk or storage compartment. The interface features health, stamina, and mysterious focus meter. Extreme physical tasks try stamina, while the focus meter can be boosted through side activities like basketball. To recover health, players must use tactical healing items like Zombex pills or Ace Beans, but their effectiveness declines and continuous use. Fast food restaurants also act as physical healing stations. The police AI has been completely rebuilt to act like coordinated modern force. The maximum 6-star Warren will return, promising hyper-aggressive tactical response and units at peak neutrality. Evading the cops is no longer just about driving away. These tracking icons, clothing, face, and vehicle, give the police to recognize you. If an NPC and cop spots you in a flagged outfit in a car, your wanted status immediately re-ignites. Shoutouts promote red, pushing police and search areas on your map. Law enforcement regularly block theft areas and flash their lights if you commit minor traffic violations and track players using the vehicle GPS markers. Players can choose to defuse low-level situations by actively selecting the police. Stealing and operating vehicles. Vehicles heavily improved process rather than a single button press. Players can no longer simply open the door high-end sports cars. You must physically break the window or use modernized Car King cloning mechanic to deal vehicles stealthily. Stronger NPCs will fight back, draining your stamina during car pick and juggle. Vehicles feature realistic fuel and oil gauges. You must actively plan a long-distance route and around gas stations, roofing stops, and advanced driving. Physics engines simulate true weather rate. Chases twist under engine engine active suspension comprehension over bump, and brake pads that glow orange under intense deceleration. Players can greet and taunt any civilians in the world, committing violent and unprovoked acts, crimes across drops your standing. triggering a Red Dead style low horror honor. Smart citizenry. The NPCs are no longer passive targets. If they witness an infiltration, they'll pull a smart drone, record you, and upload the footage in in-game social media and call it all directly. The map will roughly double the size of GTA 5, divided into 5 district counties, contain over 10 cities, vast wetlands, and realistic wildlife that reacts organically with the environment. Yes, this is all real. Conclusion. This game is actually worthy of a AAA game. In fact, it's close enough to what people would call a quadruple A game. This game is going to be massive, and it is well worth the wait. And I would be willing to say, even though it's $80 the normal edition, $100 for the deluxe edition, $20 for the digital upgrade, which I'm getting after getting the physical copy, which code in the box, unfortunately, because how much it exceeds its disk space. It's gonna be like around 200 gigabytes maximum, which yes means I'm gonna have to store get a lot of storage space for this. This game is gonna be amazing. You guys are gonna like it.